They say the best camera is the one that you have with you all the time, and what's better than your smartphone, because it allows you to create content on the go but also create some memories with the people that you love and you care about. In today's video I'm going to introduce you to this Gudsen Moza smartphone gimbal meet the Mini MX3. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm Photorabs. I make videos about photography, filmmaking, camera tech related reviews, unboxings, action cams, vlogging kits and so on. If you are interested in these topics, I highly appreciate if you go subscribe to my channel. That's a massive help. And in today's video I'm going to talk about this smartphone gimbal here from Gudsen Moza, the Mini MX3. A quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Gudsen Moza. They sent me this Mini MX3 to try for free. They did not sponsor my channel, so they don't have any input whatsoever in the production of this video. So everything I'm saying is my own opinion and my own thoughts about this gimbal. There are lots of stuff that I like about it and some stuff that I don't like about this packaging and about this gimbal. I'll dive into them later on in this video. Nowadays, smartphones are getting better and better in terms of camera, in terms of photography and videography, and they are doing pretty well in terms of stabilizing the footages, but we all know when it comes to digital stabilization we have lots of limitations, and here it comes the role of this smartphone gimbal, the Gudsen Moza MX Mini, that cost only $79 US. The compactness of this gimbal makes it perfect for travel, for family vacation, and to start your journey as a content creator with your smartphone. This one is really interesting because it can fit in your pocket, in any pocket of your backpack, in your pocket of your jacket or something like that, and it does not weigh a lot. It's a lightweight gimbal, one of the lightest in the market in my opinion. And you have of course this tripod that you can screw it here on the bottom side in order to have a tripod base for this gimbal, but you can remove it in order to fit it in your pocket without issues at all. This gimbal stabilizes the footages on 3 axes. We have this one here, we have another one on the side and another one on the back side of your smartphone. So we have 3 axis stabilization, which is very common nowadays on gimbal market. And on the front side we have this joystick here, so we can tilt the camera, tilt the smartphone, adjust the angles the way that we like, and that's something very interesting. And also we have these modes here. So we have the all lock mode, we have pan and follow mode, and we have the FPV mode. We can toggle them with the M button here, which is for mode. And on the side also, on this side we have the Bluetooth signal, because this gimbal can connect to your smartphone via Bluetooth, and then you can start recording via the gimbal directly. And you can use, for example, this dial here to zoom in and zoom out of the image, as you can see. So you can use this one, which is very interesting and very convenient, because the application, the Gudsen Moza application, the Moza Genie application, is amazing, is complete, is one of the best gimbal application in the market, even better than the DJI application in my opinion. I'll talk about the application later on in this video. On the side of the gimbal we have this button here from this side and another one from the other side. It's here, and this one can toggle vertically and horizontally with a click of a button. That makes the gimbal very versatile to create content whether vertically or horizontally. With a click of a button we can flip the smartphone, and that's really interesting, really convenient, and really it's something very interesting to have. On the other side we have another button here which can make a face recognition, which can turn on the face recognition. Let me flip the screen here so you can see. So now the face recognition is off, and now it's on. As you can see, it's trying to find my face because I don't fit in the screen. Let me zoom out. Perfect. So we have the face recognition on one side, and we can swipe between horizontal and vertical position on the other side, and that's something personally that I really like, because when you are using this gimbal to vlog, you are using the back side, the back lenses, the back cameras, because you can have the best quality of your smartphone out of your smartphone. So it's really convenient to be able to track your face whenever you are moving to the side of the camera, and that's something very interesting on this one and very smart. What makes this gimbal unique is its detachable design, and it's new in the gimbal market now. So now we can have this handle with the multifunction here dial on this side, separated from the gimbal core unit. All we have to do is to use the USB-C cable provided in the box and connect one side to the core, to the gimbal core, and the other side to the handle. And now all I have to do is to use the tripod base to put it here, to screw it here, and voila, I have this gimbal head on this side, and I have this multifunctional dial on the other side. They are connected via this cable. I wish it was a wireless connection, that would be better, but what we can do, we have this cable. I tried with some other USB-C cables and it didn't work. I tried with, you know, these thick USB-C cables. It works because I think it's maybe 10 or 15 watts, but the smallest one, the tiniest cables, it didn't work. So make sure to use this provided cable when connecting the gimbal core and then to this multifunctional dial on this side. And this feature is really interesting for content creators. Imagine you are doing a live session with your smartphone. You can use this gimbal to zoom in, to zoom out, and that's something very nice to have. And you can use this joystick to move your gimbal around, and that's something very interesting. I really love this feature on this tiny little gimbal from Gudsen Moza. At $79 I find this gimbal very interesting, not only because it stabilizes the footages, but also for this detachable mode that we just saw. And add to that, we have a great application behind, which is the Moza Genie. This is an amazing application for gimbals, and as I said in the beginning of this video, it's one of the best applications for gimbals in the market, in my opinion. I've tried lots of them, and this one is amazing. You can control everything on the gimbal, and you can control everything on your smartphone camera with a click of a button, and you have everything very clear and very easy to use and easy to navigate on with the application. Let's have a look. When you first open the application, it will ask you to connect via Bluetooth to the gimbal itself, so that's something very interesting. And then you can maybe update your firmware if you would like to, and I highly recommend you to update the firmware to the latest one. It's always better on these gimbals. You can go to video mode. You can swipe between video, motion time-lapse, slow motion, time-lapse, or photo mode. And on the upper side you have this button here to swipe the lens, whether the back lens, the back or the ultra wide back lens, or even the selfie mode, so which is the front lens. And that's really interesting to have this kind of options on this one. and you can go to Pro and automatic modes, and this one will allow you to change the Pro mode, allow you to change the shutter speed, the ISO and the white balance. If you would like to, you can go to the frame rate and to the image quality. You can change it to 720p, 1080 or 4K in 30 or whatever your smartphone allows you to do it. You can go to this mode here, so you can change all of these effects. You can get this one if you'd like to shoot this way or this or anything that suits you better, so you can change this color profile in the way that you would like to. On this side, on the left side of your screen, you have this hand here to start and stop the hand gestures, because this gimbal allows you to use this application, allows you to use the hand gesture to start and stop recording and reframing and so on. You can turn on the light, the backlight of your camera, the flash of your camera, to use it as a fill light. And what's more interesting in this one is that you can use this button here to draw a square around the subject that you would like to follow, and the gimbal will follow it automatically. Okay, so now wherever I move the gimbal, it will keep my lens in the middle of the frame. So we don't have the tracking sensor on this gimbal, but the application is smart enough to do it, and that's really interesting. And with this application, it has everything you need from a camera, a smartphone application, a smartphone camera application, and that's really interesting to have it. You can start recording, you can stop recording here on this button, and you can change this grid mode. So you would like to maybe get the frame, I would like to film maybe in 4:3, in 1:1 or 16:9. I can choose this safe area in order to keep my subject in the safe area of my frame if I would like to reframe later on. So that's something interesting to have. And then we have these effects for the zebra. We can see it on the upper side of the screen, and the peaking where the focus is. So we have everything we need from a smartphone camera application within the application of Gudsen Moza, the Moza Genie app, and that's something very interesting on this gimbal. Beside the camera control, you can click on these three dots here and go to all of the settings of the camera: full screen preview, volume key recording, prompt flash, gesture control, mirror, frame, safe area. So we can check everything here: anti-banding mode, overexposure. So we have everything here, but also we can click on the bottom side and we can choose gimbal, and here we have all the gimbal modes and all the gimbal parameters, which is very interesting. We can speed the follow mode, now it's on the middle, we can go faster or fastest, and okay, and then we can have everything that we like to have on a gimbal based from this Genie app, and that's something very interesting. Once again, this application is, I'm saying it maybe for the fourth time in this video, but it's one of the best smartphone gimbal application in the market, and that's for me amazing, perfectly amazing, because I have everything I need in one single application. I can use all the gimbal modes, all the gimbal settings, as well as all the camera settings in a pro mode without problems at all. Although this gimbal is amazing, it cost only $79 US, but what I don't like about it first is this cable. For me, it's too short. I wish it was longer. I wish we had maybe wireless connection between the two elements of this gimbal and not having to use a cable, because this is an old school. Now everything is going to wireless, so I wish we had the wireless connection between this gimbal head and this handle here. I wish it was wireless. That's something to mention. And the second thing, we cannot use the smartphone with this cover. We have to take off the cover in order to use the smartphone on the gimbal. And the third thing is that this one here is really tight and we don't have much room. Check here, we don't have much room, so the smartphone cannot rotate 360 without being in the way of the gimbal motors, and that's for me not something ideal. I wish we had more space here, but I think the idea behind this gimbal is to make it compact and lightweight. And even though the payload is 280 grams, my smartphone is 182 grams, so I still have more space. I don't feel secure to have a wireless microphone attached because the weight will be on this side and we will have a smartphone without a good balance on this gimbal, and for me this is a big issue. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like, that helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, that's a massive help. And if you're interested in this gimbal, I will put the affiliate link down below. Feel free to check it if you're interested, and you don't pay extra money if you buy it, but I can earn a small commission that helps my channel a lot. And thank you for watching. Ciao for now.